Cheers, fellas.
Cheers, boys.
Let's have a podcast.
Shout out Philadelphia. Three, two, one.
Welcome back to another episode of Men at Work Podcast. I'm your host, Kyle Pagan. And as always, I'm joined by Matt Peoples. Matt, where are we right now?
Kyle, you better believe we're at Philadelphia 2024 at the Sheraton Hotel in beautiful Center City, Philadelphia. It's one of the biggest, I think it might be the biggest furry convention in the country. And we're here amongst our furry friends and our Air Force impersonators. And we're getting in the weeds, dude. We're trying to figure out what this looks like. And we're trying to learn a little bit more about the fur dogs.
Yeah, so if this is the first time you're ever watching this podcast, basically we just go around different places and ask people what they do for a living. So I went to a furry convention because we wanted to figure out what, furries do. Furries actually have jobs. Furries have jobs.
Furries have jobs.
Furries have jobs, right?
Furries with jobs.
This Fox is saying sometimes. You're retired? Wow.
Oh, my God. You have, like, animatronics. His mouth moves. That one's pretty sick.
Dude, that's crazy. You just want to come on the pod? Just totally ruin our intro? Just come on.
We'd love to have you on. The animatronics is very exciting to see.
Here, go. Take a seat.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
it's a trap.
I promise you, it's
Total crap.
Yeah.
it's Trap by M. Night
I've
Shyamalan.
already been on there.
Huh?
I've already been on Fox News.
You been on Fox News?
I've been on
Did you just bark at me?
He is a fox, dude. He is Fox News.
Here, talking to the mic.
Rarf. Rar.
Beautiful.
Rar.
So you've been on Fox News?
Not intentionally, but yeah.
Talking to the mic.
Rarf.
I like the rubs at the end.
The barking's great.
Yes.
by the way.
Rarf.
What's your
Google
persona?
Pup Ravage, and it's all over the place.
Pup Ravage?
Pup Ravage. Rarf.
That's your name?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Well, welcome to the Philadelphia Pup Ravage.
Oh, thank you. Philadelphia. What is this, though?
This is a podcast called Men at Work. We ask people what they do for a living.
Oh, but I'm retired.
What'd you used to do?
Rar. I was in the Army for almost 30 years.
Wow.
Well, thank
Wait,
you for your service. Of
Are you the
course.
guy who went viral, who retired from the military and then said, by the way, I'm a furry, and like all the Chinese and all the Russian bots were making fun of us because our military are furries?
Rar.
Is that you?
Rar.
Yo.
Hello, Kyle. What are you doing?
Nothing. Sitting here watching the game, smoking some Thrive.
Are you all alone? Who's that?
Yo, pick up the phone.
What's up?
Yo, Cheeto, pick up the phone.
Yo. What's up?
What you doing, son?
Nothing. Just chilling. Killing.
True. No way.
Is that really you?
Shane Gillis has an entire joke about it in his special.
On Twitter, and I saw a picture of this guy. He was retiring from the military, and when he retired, he posted a picture of himself, full military uniform, all of his medals, but he was wearing a furry mask.
Are you aware of this?
Rar.
Wait, hold on.
Are you aware of all this?
Yes. Rar.
Oh my
Wow,
God,
Rar.
dude, we're meeting a literal famous furry right
This
here.
is so cool.
What?
So,
Dude, so you were like droning motherfuckers and then dressing up like a furry on the weekends.
I was a colonel. I don't do drones.
Talking to the mic.
The comedian did that, but he in
Talking to the mic.
general. I was only a colonel. I'm not a general. So
That's
yeah.
a colonel.
oh
Yeah,
my
sorry.
gosh.
Dude, that's a high rank.
Well, I don't know.
This is
I can't get over the mouth. The mouth is moving. I love it.
the most famous person we've had on this
Holy
podcast.
shit, dude.
So we have to ask. So you're somewhat semi-famous now. So I imagine you've seen the Shane Gillis bit. He's a Philly guy.
Yeah.
What
He
was your
provided
reaction?
me.
What did you think when you first saw it? He's talking about.
I mean, I
Talking to
didn't
the
see
mic.
it at first, but I mean, of course, people are like, oh my God, have you seen this? And because he did that, and then I guess some cartoon thing did it like 2 months ago.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
No, we're turning you up. We want to make sure we can hear in the mic.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Right. Yeah, yes, right.
I love the
I love this.
roof. Every
This
third
is-
word. Holy shit. So wait, did the good old boys know that you were a furry when you were basically telling them to do push-ups and run miles and stuff?
No. I mean, I've been obviously gay forever, and I've spent 3/4 of my life
didn't-
under Don't Ask, Don't Tell.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
true.
I had to
Yeah.
hide all of my life,
Yeah.
my private life, from
Shame,
my
yeah.
professional life.
Sweet.
And so
Wow,
it was
that's sweet.
always, even after Don't Ask, Don't Tell was dropped, it still was at such a high rank. It's still like, yeah, I still,
Yeah.
if I want to advance in rank, I need to keep this stuff quiet.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I did until the day after I retired, and I posted that infamous picture, and then all hell break loose. So, yeah.
God.
This is, I mean, I'm like nervous. I'm around a real celebrity here. But I mean, so did it change your interactions? Did it change your interactions at the furry convention after you get a little more fame from it? Or
I've been a pup and stuff for a long
Talking
time.
to Mike.
I know.
Sorry.
I've
It's all
been
good.
a pup for a
You're
long
correct.
time.
Yeah.
And that was what, first, and I was interested in furry, but at the end, I was living in Hawaii for the past 4 years, and you don't wear this shit in Hawaii because you die.
Sure.
So I was going to get into this after I retired, and, and pup and fur have, some overlap. There's a Venn diagram there.
Pup and fur.
So, yeah. And then it all broke down, and I had so much support from the fur community after all that shit went down with Fox News.
Right.
I'm like, well, I'm going to dive headfirst into this, and I started going to conventions. Gosh, it's only been like a year and a half now.
Right.
But yeah, I'm all in, and I'm having a great time.
I'm surprised you don't have any security walking around with you. I mean, we're in the presence of a star.
Yeah.
It's a small convention. It's all like, small con. Yeah.
So how's your life changed since all the whole viral stuff?
Actually, I mean, a year and a half ago when this happened, I'm like, this is fucking. I'm sorry.
No, you can curse. You can curse.
It was fucking horrible because,
Yeah.
I mean, at the time, my Twitter was open, but my Facebook was open, and these people found out my
Got
name.
it.
They went after myself and my siblings and my
Oh,
parents,
yeah.
and they're all getting hateful messages.
Yeah, it's awful.
And so I had to shut everything down. But in hindsight, I've gotten so many new friends and just supporters and stuff that, I wouldn't wish it again, but I've just met so many good people through this experience that I'm not super. I wouldn't have wanted to do it again, but I'm not sorry it happened at this point.
Got it.
Because
You've
I just
learned,
met
yeah.
so many good people.
It's not how you start; it's how you finish.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow,
Like that.
that's pretty.
Can I
that's-
boop you? Oh my god!
That is so. I have to ask. We've seen a lot of incredible costumes so far today. Never with the mouth that moves along with somebody speaking. That's got to be high tech.
This is it's Sarah Cat Fursuits, and she's here. She has a booth downstairs.
Nice.
And because most of my stuff, pup hoods don't move, and most fur hoods don't move, but she.
Yeah.
She's got springs and stuff, and it's amazing.
That
And
is
I
so.
really
It
love
looks.
this, and so yeah.
Looks
It
great.
looks incredible. Looking at you, it feels like I'm talking to an actual.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the Fox, the dirt bike regalia too.
I have a motorcycle. I've got
Are they sponsored?
Duke that's an orange. So I actually ride in this. Well,
Are they-
without this, but yeah.
Are they
So I ride
sponsored?
this- What's
You
that?
gotta get some sponsorship dollars, dude. You're promoting this shit for free. You're famous, dude.
I'm not sure this is the right sponsorship they want, but yeah.
Why not? Attack another demo.
Yeah, this is incredible.
I don't know,
Dude,
there's
you're a
whole
colonel-
demographic that doesn't want anything.
You're a
to do with me,
colonel in the military. You could tell anybody anything. You're giving out demands, dude.
Oh, it's been fun.
Can you
I've
give us
enjoyed
your best colonel voice, what the voice you would use if you're really trying to get something done? Because I know obviously colonels are dealing with some of the most higher stress things on the
it.
planet.
No, you don't have to be an asshole. It's rank doesn't matter. It's your person. They're going to follow you if they trust you.
Got it.
Yeah.
They trust you as a leader, not just because you're wearing something on your thing,
Or something on your head.
your shoulders. And that's when I was doxxed, when they threw my name out.
Yeah.
That's probably the most proud thing I was, that a lot of people I didn't know, a lot of alt-right and religious people came after me, but nobody I ever served with, nobody I ever led came out and said, yeah, he was a fucking asshole. I hated him all the time.
So the boys were cool? They had your back?
I've never had anybody have that.
Yeah.
They came to my defense.
That's awesome.
Good.
Even
Good.
not knowing this part about me. So
That's awesome.
I was happy about that.
That's very cool to hear. That's very cool. Well, I guess before we let you run, again, thank you for hanging out with us. I don't know if it's just beautiful timing. Shane Gillis is in Philadelphia this whole time. I swear to God, I think he's doing shows at Helium.
Really?
At
You
some
should
point,
literally sit in the crowd.
if
you
you
should
could
go.
get,
I've got my brown pup hood with me. If you know,
Dude, maybe we set that up.
look, I'll tell you
In
this.
picture, I've got that brown pup hood with me. So
I think he'll be at Helium maybe next Monday. If you're around, this could be in the cards. So,
that's awesome.
yeah,
Rawr, rawr, rawr,
settle
rawr.
the score.
Rough
Okay.
indeed.
Well, good.
Man.
Dude, Ravage, thank you so much,
This
man.
was great. It was
Hey,
great
thank you
meeting
for
you.
your service.
Sure.
Thank you for your service. Yeah,
You
seriously.
got a
appreciate
great,
it.
you got a great mentality.
Thank
you
you
got a
so
great
much.
Sure. Thanks, talking.
roof,
Have a great weekend.
Ruff,
Ruff.
roof, roof, roof. Dude, awesome. That's sick. That is so funny. Oh my god.
I mean,
That dude literally. That dude. Well, we didn't win Afghanistan, but it wasn't because of Ravage. I want to put that out there. It wasn't because of Ravage.
Ravage, thank you again for your service. Thank you for hanging out.
He wasn't
Thank
the
you.
one. Yeah, he wasn't looking for the WMDs. He was just directed where to
No.
go.
He is the WMD, dude. He is the weapon of mass destruction. That was
Oh my god.
everything about it, from the animatronic talking, where I don't know if you get this, dude. I am gonna fuck a furry. I like, I don't know what's happening.
Did you get a hall pass?
I got one. I don't know. Whatever, dude. Something that if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, and she can deal with the aftermath. They look at you like the eyes are beautiful and
Yeah.
big and excited, and then when you get the mouth moving, and also like something about a skater boy wearing like the Fox body armor,
Yeah.
like a little motorcyclist type
Yeah.
thing, that gets me. I'm excited as heck, dude.
Brings you back to the boyhood.
Yeah, man. I have a penis erection.
Oh
I
my
have.
God.
Yeah.
Shout out. And he's a colonel in the military. So like he's a good old boy who worked his way up and
Yeah.
he's like respected individual, a leader.
It is kind of funny to hear like people, especially like, I think it's like a dude thing, like navigating a very tough conversation where he was like, yeah, my life was like really, really bad for a couple months. We can't even say like how bad it is because we're like, I don't get made fun of. So he's got to be like, yeah, people were like threatening my family members, but yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. It's like,
I'm here, aren't I? I lived to tell the tale.
what is wrong with us as men? I mean, but also the timing, dude. Shane Gillis being here, get him in tires.
If that furry shows up to Monday at Helium when Shane's doing his set, would be one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. If we could like make that work.
I mean, one of your best qualities is being an organizer. If anybody can set it up, I think it's probably you.
All right.
If we can get contact information, and we could,
for Ravage? Yeah.
for the Rav Dog,
Yeah. Dude, he got doxxed.
did- yeah.
I know his entire
his information is
history.
actually too easy to get. Wow,
It's
man.
actually like a national security thing that his.
Yeah,
Yeah, another one with the mouth moves. Yeah, come on. Just watch out for the camera. Yeah. Dude, those are sick DCs.
the DCs.
Wherever
Shout
you
out Rob Deerdeck.
I could never ollie. Can you ollie in that?
What is that?
In
What do
that
you mean, like alley oop?
Yeah.
Like that thing?
Yeah, like an
Yeah.
ollie. Yeah, because
If I have my snowboard, yeah.
I see you wearing DCs.
Yeah.
Is that
Skater culture.
Is that the official shoe of the furry?
I'm trying to make it. They haven't properly endorsed me yet, but if I keep spamming them and they unblock me, I think I'll win.
Get on that, DC.
I did the same thing. I did the same thing with my ex-girlfriend. It works like a charm, dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah. You'll get there at some
You gotta
point.
start
yeah.
giving them 1 cent on Venmo to get your message across.
Now you actually request 1 cent.
Yeah. What's your persona?
I am nice. I am the singing dog.
The
Can you
singing
see it?
dog.
Did that right or right? Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Nailed it.
Oh,
It-
two
it's
eyes.
a lot of letters, so yeah, I always mess it up.
NIIC.
And I see.
Nice. And
Like,
then,
nice dog.
do you do anything for work?
Yes, I do this. I do music. I perform. I'm a VTuber. I do all the things.
What's a VTuber?
Like, I don't know, like a virtual online YouTuber.
Got it.
Twitch stream.
What's that? Oh, so
all
you're
that.
like on
Harass
live
people
streams?
on the internet.
You do it in costume?
Yes. In costume and with my digital avatar, like on VR chat and Resonite and stuff.
So many personas, dude. How do you keep up with that? You
Yeah.
got a digital avatar. You have your furry costume.
No,
I
so
mean,
it's like I'm super lazy about it. It's all the same avatar,
Yeah.
right? It's all the same green guy. We just had different versions.
Got it.
okay.
So it's like I got this in like the physical format,
Yeah.
this thing that I'm gonna sweat in and hopefully not pass out in. Then I have like the digital one online that I like put over my face with a webcam and hope that doesn't crash and pass out and die.
Sure.
Lot of stress, but
You got split personalities?
yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I mean, my mom says I do, so I mean that always keeps me like bleeding.
Eh,
but
we
I
can't
don't know.
talk to her. Yeah.
I've yet to hear anyone else say it, and I think that's just because they're too shy to tell me.
You
No.
wearing a shiesty under there?
Am I wearing a what?
A shiesty?
What's a shiesty?
Like those black baklava masks? Like
oh yeah. Dude, I gotta wear 2 of these because however I got this hat, this helmet,
hat.
this helmet I got on, it doesn't fit me, and I think that's probably because I wear it all the time, and then the heat, and it's resin, so I gotta put 2 of these guys on.
Sure.
So
Damn.
you just see me pass out over there.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I mean, you just unplug and replug in.
Y'all,
Okay.
Yeah.
y'all gotta promote the shiesties because the shiesties in the city, they don't have the greatest
Reputation.
No, they don't, and that's why I'm here, guys. That's why I'm here to bring back a little culture into the city.
Yeah,
These
tell
are going to
Tell
be
them.
a new rep, okay?
Guys,
We're taking out the old way of thinking of things.
Is that a kafia?
I think it's a shamag. It's also kafai. Also
Kafai.
kafaya. Kafai.
Kafia.
Oh, Kafai, is that
I think kafai from Majora's Mask.
Palestine.
Middle Eastern? Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah. Sweet. Holy shit. And what do you do for a living again? Oh, you're a singer.
Yeah,
Singer.
I'm a singer.
So Johnny
VTuber, all that.
K9 is a rapper. Are you a rapper?
Yeah.
Cause-
Well, okay. So I have songs, and the song's like, oh, this would be cool to have a rap part in there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I should hire a rapper. And then I'm like, I'm just going to do it. So it's like that.
Can you give us
So
a bar?
yeah.
Can I bark?
Can you give us a bar? And can you bark?
Well, could you bark first and then give us a bar?
Yeah, do that.
Perhaps a bark.
It don't matter who you are, what I am, or what anyone is. We all lead different lives, and that should be where it is. Though it doesn't make sense. The sense is sense. We just put 2 cents in on someone else's business, princess. We all moved away from the monarchs, cause our all of us be a different rhythm, schisms that you try to move between love, religion, lifestyle. Go wow, it's way too million people in this world for you to try box out. It ain't gonna work. You're gonna fall for your horse without a parachute, but contribute to the future cause it's come for you. What do I care? Say a place in ceremony, life is my life. Stay with you. No one dare for this table on this track. They will see the pizza alive. Come on, let me see you try.
Let's fucking
Dude,
I don't know.
XL.
I should really have gotten someone to do it, but I was like, I can do it. I
Yeah.
can just have enough Colt 45s, and I can rock this. That's
Same
all right.
way I do that before I drive every time.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so
So-
course it around. Course.
Colt 45?
2 zigzags. Baby,
Yeah,
that's all we need. We go to the park after dark. I don't know what you can say on your podcast. Okay,
At the
good.
marijuana
Buzz,
buzz,
we can take our turns, singing them dirty rap songs,
stopping at the bar like Cheech and Chong. They from here to Hong Kong. So roll, dude. They got the Caesar stills. Getting high as hell with
I
you,
forgot.
skating on caddy
bailed
wheels.
Thank you, that one. I forgot the last part.
That's fine.
And
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy.
Damn, that's awesome, dude.
I've been around for a while.
sure.
Just sipping on Colt 45. I love that.
Don't tell anyone my secret. Oh, I'm on a podcast.
Yeah.
What is the so what's the drink of choice while you're hitting the furry convention?
This is whiskey.
Straight
Absolutely,
whiskey?
absolutely whiskey.
What is this? Oh, you're
Because if you drink beer, you get bloated.
Got it.
And like doing this and sweating.
Is it tight in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, you get used to it. But like in the beginning, like panic attacks every time. Yeah,
Oh,
you
really?
gotta get into it.
You got panic attacks?
No, I mean like so like you know like when you have Under Armour on and it's
Yeah.
like your first time at the gym and stuff and you're like sweating through
Yeah, yeah.
yourself and you're like it's like that gross. You just want to like rip off your. It's like that. It's like that kind of feeling. You get over it.
Got
You
it.
grow up. You put on your big boy pants, but
Yeah, but I kind of
Brutal
feel.
in the
I
beginning.
don't know if you get this. I kind of feel sexy when I'm sweating. For whatever it is, when I feel, I
Me
for
too.
real
like
sit
I'm
there and I'm like,
glistening.
Yeah.
what's different about me? And I
Look at
really
my
just,
sheen
just still
from
pale.
the
And,
perspiration.
I'm just thinking I'm sweaty and sexy. It's just really pale and skinny fat. But yeah, I mean, I make.
You're gonna
do.
make them synonyms one day. I can't wait.
Thanks.
So, like, do you do any other work outside of musician?
No, never. No. So I used to work in a lab, do sciencey stuffs.
Wow, what kind of sciencey shit?
Whatever the market needs. So like we were really there for COVID. So when all that shit happened, so a lot of researchers like UCLA and everyone they need.
You developing the vax?
Did we do what?
Were you developing the vax?
No.
Oh, I was
we
gonna
we
say.
helped the
Don't
people.
talk about it.
We
No.
know. Yeah, we don't talk about shit.
We'll put
We-
this to the back of it. So
We did the
scared
hand. We
mommy
did the
YouTube.
hand sanitizer hot mess. We couldn't get hand sanitizer forever.
Yeah.
We were in all that stuff. That was wild.
Shit. I kind of want my furry. I want my dude working on the vax be a furry.
Yeah.
Why not?
I was thinking because I had a green thing. I was like, I could be like aloe vera
Yeah.
hand sanitizer dog for
Yeah.
COVID, and then I
you
just
are
didn't.
green.
Yeah, dude, you
Yeah.
could have been the mascot for the vax. You could have
Yeah,
been the mascot for
I don't know
Moderna.
if that was like insensitive though,
Why?
and like everyone was like, just
Dude,
just
Stephen
don't go through a
Colbert
hard
was
time.
Stephen Colbert was dancing with needles at the 10:30 spot on like CBS.
Yeah.
That is true.
That was kind of fucking
Yo,
weird.
He is. I have so much respect for him.
You hate
the
this
balls
talk.
on that guy.
You hate this talk.
I'm just holding. I've been holding in the term vaxcot the entire time. Well, that's exciting. So we're trying to find out more. We haven't really talked about it much. These like room parties, we're hearing more
Yeah,
and more
dude, no
about.
one
Okay,
will
wait.
tell us
So,
about the room parties.
so you guys aren't furries. You're diving into the world of furries.
We're just here. We kind of came to figure out.
That is
and learn.
amazing.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we're dabbling.
Fantastic. Yeah, so there are room parties and stuff. You can think about it in any weird way you want, but honestly, it's a bunch of people just drinking and vibing and like listening to music, or they just don't want to come back down because they're all are pulling out their fursuits.
Is it,
Or they screamed like that all day and now they're
Yeah.
tired.
And the room parties is in costume. I'm assuming.
People do. I see a room as I'm taking this shit off because I need to like sit down and
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
I use a room party just to sit in a corner and drink and sob.
And sob.
Man.
It's just like, I'm so tired.
But is there fucking?
I don't really know. So the ones I've been to, people like will shut the door and shit like that. I don't think it gets weird like people think. And if it has, I haven't been invited to any of them.
Damn.
Okay. Well, invite our friend here for the love of God.
Yeah. Invite Nice.
Yes.
He's a nice dog.
Nice is the best.
Just saying.
Nothing better. But
How do you go to the bathroom?
Well, I mean, I think you gotta talk to someone in a full suit. So there's partials, aka moi, and then there's like a full suiter.
I didn't
But
realize
that,
you were a partial.
I mean, I think they just like they suck it up. They just like they wait until like I guess the day ends. I don't know, like file save and turn off NES. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Me, I'm good. I'm good. I only got arm sleeves, a tail, hands.
Are like psychedelics popular at a furry convention? Because I can imagine that'd be kind of scary if you're on a bad trip.
Yeah, I'm sure everything's here.
Okay.
But I don't think it is.
Dude, could you imagine those psychedelics and then going to a furry convention? That sounds like the worst thing.
I'd be so scared.
Just
possible.
historically speaking, from my perspective, like drinking is enough. I can't do anything else.
Yeah.
With this thing.
Yeah.
Like anything else, I don't even know. Like edibles, I don't know what I would do.
Oh God, an edible would be. I mean, if it catches you in the wrong way and you're like in the lobby.
Like vines trying to strangle me. Like,
Yeah, dude, I'd be in the fetal position in the corner, and then there would just be like a bunch of furries trying to check on me, and I'd be like, get away from me.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah,
no.
dude, don't touch me.
It's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, see?
True.
Yeah, and then you start barking at me, and the mouse moving and everything. I'm done.
Oh my God, yeah. This thing,
Yeah.
This thing high? No, thank you.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
thank you.
Is there
Jesus.
any animosity towards the Five Nights at Freddy's? Do you guys want to take those fools down?
No. We actually have a lot of musicians and performers that have a lot of their sets and their content based around stuff like that. So
Okay,
we have a
well,
lot of people into shit like Five Nights at Freddy's, Hell of a Boss.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
A lot of people do their content around these things. We celebrate all that shit too.
So Kyle's not familiar with Five Nights at Freddy's.
Is your name
You'd
Kyle?
probably be the best one to.
My name's Kyle too. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, he's
Team
pulling
Kyle.
down the mask. This is
No, it's fine.
This is Cameron Diaz and Tobey Maguire kissing
If
upside
you search
down.
me
dude.
online, I'm Kyle
Cameron
McCarthy.
Diaz.
It's not a secret.
Oh no, Kirsten Dunst.
Jesus Christ,
Kirsten Dunst,
Matt.
yes.
What's Five Nights at Freddy's, by the way?
Yeah, if you could explain that to Kyle, it would be to get from your perspective.
This is now designated the Kyle corner.
Yeah.
Just so we're all
Yeah,
all
dude.
clear.
Yeah,
Watch yourself.
yeah.
We're not afraid to kick our little boys out.
Is this corner with a K or a C?
Don't worry about it.
Well,
What?
I'm saying you're.
Who is Kyle with a C?
No, I
I'm
don't
saying-
know.
Are you Kyle with a C?
No, I'm Kyle.
Are
with a
you
K.
CH?
I just think I just don't think we can introduce any more K to the corner.
Yeah. I
Oh
think
yeah.
that's really what we're doing.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I
Yeah.
see. I
Yes.
see.
Yes. Yeah. I think
No
we're.
special K allowed in the corner.
That took me way too long.
Yeah.
No.
Try to keep up there, nice.
Your flight has now arrived.
Do we get 5 flights of Freddy, or am I never just gonna
Yeah, so
never
if-
know?
Five Nights at Freddy. If you could explain from a furry's perspective to Kyle, who's not familiar with it at all.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
It's a survive the night game. Do you want me to explain the game to you?
Just like
is-
the whole
or,
culture
or,
of
its,
it.
or its impact on our furry culture.
Both.
I want the impact on the furry culture.
Oh
yeah.
wow, you want the whole package? Okay, well, the impact on the furry obviously it's a game on. Is it on Steam? But it's Survive the Night, Survive 5 days, 5 Nights at Freddy's. The animatronics that come to life. It's like fucked up Chuck E. Cheese. That being said, if you haven't seen that, you have to see the Nicolas Cage version. I know they put Five Nights at Freddy's, but there's Willy's Wonderland that came out like 3 years before. It's fantastic. It's Nicolas Cage beating the shit out of animatronics. He doesn't say a word the whole time. It is. I swear to God. Please watch it. Willy's
sounds
Wonderland.
exactly
Willy's
like-
Wonderland.
It is gold.
Like a Nick Cage movie.
Oh my God.
Are,
Nicolas Cage doesn't say a word.
Are you attracted to like certain furries, like their costumes? If like someone has a really good costume, does that like give you a physical attraction?
I think to some people it does.
Yeah.
For me, I do this more like as a fun project thing.
Got it.
I'm not gonna say there isn't any completely
I'm
sexual
thinking about like
attraction.
sports mascots because
But yeah, there are totally people that I simp on. Absolutely.
sports mascots are furries, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Are there like
Like
are
is
they,
a Philly Fanatic hot?
No, I don't think so.
Well, that's
I don't think so. Wait, there's so many better options to pick from.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Who was the Sixers mascot back in the day?
Hip hop.
Hip hop.
He was the bunny.
That's
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
hot.
that's the
Yeah.
bunny.
Yeah. They got the snake now. They got Swoop. They got Franklin the dog.
Wow.
Mascots are getting pretty good.
Gritty.
Got a whole I don't know about the whole gritty thing.
Oh wow, you
No, I
anti-gritty?
am not. No, as Kyle, speaking as Kyle, I am not pro gritty. I don't get him. I don't get all that.
There's nothing to get.
I know, and
He's
that's
just
what
some
bothers
orange-
me.
he's
You
some
can't do
orange cheetah.
Dawn, and you can't do gritty.
Yeah.
Like I lived in this city for 8 years. I'm just saying. I get it. I get the thing, but we don't need one more thing.
So
here.
Gritty shows up to the furry convention. You guys like throwing hands? You just staring a
No,
little bit?
oh my God, yo! If you go upstairs, they have a giant inflatable gritty. So
Oh, really?
they are in full support here.
Yeah, I've personally
They are
I'm
in full
not-
support. I say they very strongly.
Yeah.
They are in full support here.
Does that bother you?
My therapist will talk to me about it later.
Yeah. How many furries would you say have therapists? Like, should there be more therapists?
Well, so okay. Well, you gotta think of furries as people. So, however many
Of
number of
course,
people
yeah.
have therapists is gonna be the amount of therapists. I would, to answer your question, which I think is the question you're asking me. I don't think there's a higher proportions of furries compared to well, we'll call them muggles that don't
Muggles, yeah.
that have a therapist. I don't think there's any difference in the need. If that's the question you're
I
asking.
like it. Okay.
Though I will say though that I have seen so many fucking people changed by being a part of this fandom.
Really?
People,
How so?
I don't want to use it so loosely as the phrase identity crisis, but people trying to find themselves, trying to see themselves in this world with all this shit online and all this shit from previous generations, influence from family members like inside the household and then extended family. It's really hard to dictate who you are. And especially like as you grow up, that shit gets more pressured and harder and more intense. And being here, we can literally be whoever we want. We can be whatever we want. Yeah. It's fantastic. And this goes for us seeing ourselves as animals, which is more of a Therian thing, or us just really vibing, me vibing being a green dog, or someone trying to find out their sexual orientation or sexual identity, or none at all. This is the place where you can try all that, you can figure out all that, and you can embrace all that.
I love
so
it.
I will say that
How great is that?
That's like one of the coolest things about this fandom.
Can I get a boop?
Yeah, please. Wait. So I can't see shit in this. I'm trying. Oh, you want to like this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can't see shit.
Is that a boop? Is that a boop?
Yeah, that is.
I just want to make sure I was...
Technically, a boop would be like that. Like, boop. Boop. Yeah, like that. Yeah, exactly.
Good boy.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sweet. Well, nice. Thanks so much for sitting down.
This was awesome. Yeah, thank you so much.
Appreciate
It was a lot of fun.
Can you talk into the mic for a second? Can you talk into the mic?
I might have to shove it in my. Is this good?
No, that's good. That's actually
sounds
yeah,
great. That's
we can
perfect.
hear you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you
Thank you so
sound
much.
great. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you completely fine.
Really?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wow. So what's your first name? Or what's your persona
My
name?
persona name is Coyder, Coyote Spider Hybrid.
Coyote Spider Hybrid Coyder. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And what? So we're Men at Work podcast. We just ask people what they do for a living.
Oh, me, I actually work as a payroll specialist.
Nice.
Yeah,
A payroll
I make sure,
specialist.
like, say if you're working, I make sure you get your money.
I love you,
Oh,
Coyder.
we love you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We loved you already, but we love you
It's
even
a
more
very
now.
thankless job, to be honest.
I can imagine so. I can imagine
Yep.
so. So how do we land on the persona name? How did that come to be? Is it like you
So,
sit and thought about it for a while? What's that
it
look like?
Started when, back in my teenage years, when
Sure.
I was a young pup, not realizing, oh, I kind of like this stuff. I found on Fur Affinity. Actually, are you familiar with that website?
No.
It is a major website where a lot of furry art is posted.
Okay.
They have amazing artists on it. So I was on that site and I found this character called Wax. He was a wolf spider hybrid. And then there was also art with a Spidox, which is a spider fox hybrid. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to complete this trinity and make a coyote spider hybrid.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is how my young teenage
I like
mind
that.
works.
I enjoy the Kyoto. Yeah, it's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the name comes up, and then is there a persona that you adopt that the name has to fit now, or are you trying to fit the name to the persona? Like, do you come up with how you're acting and how things go, or is it just pretty natural?
When you act, it can get pretty natural. Sometimes you put in a lot of thought, while other times you're like, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do right now.
Yeah.
It's a fun thing to do. It's meant to be like an acting hobby where you just get in character, and it's just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you obviously have a job, like you said. Do people at your work know you are going to furry conventions?
No.
Have
And they're
you
not
nev-
going to find out.
No?
No.
I feel like furries, like people would actually, like if someone came up to me and was like, dude, I'd spend, a weekend at the Sheraton Hotel doing a furry convention.
Well,
I feel like that would be like cool shit.
Yeah.
it depends on what field you're in.
Okay, what fields are good for
So,
furries?
payroll specialist, that's more on the business side.
Sure.
On the business side, I work with some very nice, sweet, elderly ladies.
Okay. Yeah.
They are amazing individuals, but I would not let them know for the
Fair.
No.
Yeah, I could see that.
But like, say if you're one of the ER folks or ones in the healthcare or the sciences, there's like a whole community. Actually, I've known some people who have known other furries that have actually gotten jobs in those fields because they are furries.
Okay.
Really? So what is
Yes.
it about like healthcare that lends itself more to like an openness to the furry community?
Furry
That-
tolerant.
Yeah,
I'm
furry
not
tolerant. Yeah.
sure, but I believe it mainly pertains to safety.
Got
Is
it.
that when you're in these suits,
Yeah.
you want to make sure
Yeah.
you do it in a safe manner. So, have you heard of a company called Under Armour?
Yes.
Of course. Yeah.
So all fursuiters know this company by name because they create heat gear and cold gear. when you're wearing these things, you need air. You need to keep as cool as possible
Yeah.
because you can overheat.
Sure.
And when I was at Anthrocon this year, I suffered heat stroke for the first time.
No way.
No,
What
not
happened?
heat stroke, heat exhaustion.
What
They're two different things, very, very different.
Sure.
What happened?
So I overheated.
Yeah.
I quickly rushed to the room and I got a shower. And
Cold
when you-
shower, regular shower?
regular shower.
Really?
Which, yes, somehow water just calms me down. But the problem
Okay.
was I already was suffering some of the symptoms.
Sure.
If I would stayed in air conditioning, I would have been fine. But my friend, he actually proposed on the roof at last Anthrocon.
Oh,
I
how
was
about
there.
that? In costume or not in costume?
In costume.
Wow.
It was an amazing proposal.
That's so cool.
So my one friend, he was in fursuit. He's like a blue noodle dragon. Well, I was on the one side. They were on the roof. They were just going to do photos because my one friend just made the fursuit for his girlfriend.
Yeah.
They were standing back to back. And then the photographer's like, okay, we're going to get ready for the next shot. He pulls out the ring.
Bang.
He's like, okay, you can turn around. She's right there.
Yeah.
And she's like, you can't see the expression, but
Yeah.
you feel it.
Well, where do you store the ring in the costume? Is there pockets?
Well, he was wearing a partial.
So
and
it's
many fursuits, like I have a little pocket right here where I keep my wallet and cell phone, so I
Yeah.
know it's with me at all times.
and a ring if you have to propose at any
well,
point.
if
Who knows?
if I was him, yeah, but
Yeah,
he
of
was
course.
wearing a partial. But oh my god,
Fair,
it was
yeah.
such an adorable proposal.
That's so cool.
I love
oh
it.
my god, I love that.
Dude, that's so cool.
What's nicer than that? So I guess I worry that if you, as somebody like from the outside world, we came here just kind of learn and understand the culture a little bit better.
Uh-huh.
Like from the outside world, if I saw you passed out having a heat stroke, if you're in costume, I might just think you're like doing a kind of one of your bits.
You could, but
Yeah.
usually you can tell. Like if they're
Yeah.
lying on the floor, not moving, there's a problem.
Okay, fair.
that's a
Now,
furry in trouble.
especially if
That's
there's
fair.
no
Good to
other
know.
ones around, because normally some furries may just lay on the ground and do a silly pose, but
Sure.
then they get right up.
Yeah,
Like you kind of know.
Okay.
there's like a time, like
And
15 seconds. It's like
There's
okay, maybe
just
we'll.
a lot of danger involved when you do this type of performance art.
Right.
I like that.
Like you think at Disney, it's all fun and dandy with like all those costume characters,
True.
but things can happen.
Yeah.
Actually, that was actually one of my early dreams before I even learned about the furry fandom. I went to Disney World and they said I'd make a good Pluto.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Really.
That,
dog,
that would
right?
have been fun. Like that was actually one of my teenage dreams that never became a reality.
Yeah. is there any beef between like the Disney characters and the furry community? Kind of like a Nickelodeon Disney Channel type thing?
Well,
Well, I
Disney-
did hear a thing that a group of furry hackers actually hacked Disney because they were mad at their AI art or consumerism and
Oh.
stuff.
And
So
the
there
furry-
are they're called hacktivists. There's a group of furry
Wow.
hackers out there that'll
That's
take down
more
companies.
corporate Disney.
Okay.
So there's the artistic Disney side
Right.
where you've got the artists, and secretly you don't announce this, but there are Disney artists that are furries, but they can't really publicly admit it.
Got it.
Disney looks at it and is like, okay, you see all this other stuff? Let's distance ourselves here.
Yeah.
But there are definitely furries in Disney, and it was more of the AI.
Yeah.
Because AI, for an artist's perspective, it feels like it takes out the humanity or it takes out like the
Absolutely.
creativity. And I've seen AI art and there can be problems with it. Like, yeah, it's getting better, but if you notice in AI art, when you
Yeah.
look at the eyes and when they're generated, they just can't do them right. Because you've heard of the eyes being the window to the soul.
Sure.
AI art just has no soul because the eyes never look right.
I'm looking in the windows of your soul right now. Those are
Oh, really?
beautiful
Why,
baby
thank you.
blues right
Yeah.
now. Yeah, those are nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do like the eyes of this.
They're
one,
very
but
nice. Yeah.
It's just a great fandom in regarding to artistic expression and creativity, and it just brings people together.
Got it.
So do you think like with the issues that Disney has, are they too focused on maybe some of the more I don't want to say deviant, but other aspects that people might know, and that's why they kind of steered clear? Is it something that people don't fully understand it? That's why they
Yeah,
don't.
people don't fully understand it,
Yeah.
and I will say, due to certain elements, it actually keeps it a little more, as weird as
Underground.
this sounds, pure.
Got it.
Because
Oh,
it's
wow.
decorporatized, if I should say that.
Okay.
And it just feels much more personal too. Like if you're working, like say if you want to commission your character, you're not going to like some big corporation. You're working with just like one individual saying, I want XYZ on this art. And they're like, you know what? Let's do it with this. You give them the funds. And then sometimes you develop some real personal relationships with these artists.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
It sounds like keeping it a little nasty kind of keeps the big wigs out of it. You get to enjoy
Exactly.
it. I like it. Keep
Keep
it
it
nasty. Keep the big wigs out.
Many people just don't realize that.
Yeah.
And
I
sometimes if you
100%.
keep things weird, some
So-
corporate things don't want to touch it.
That's
So
fair.
how weird do these conventions get?
It depends.
Okay.
Mhm.
And there is the public side, and then there are the room parties.
Oh.
Room parties, it all depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, public side, they tend to keep it clean.
What goes on in the room parties?
You don't
I
have to give
plead the
us
fifth.
Okay. Well, what you've heard from fellow furries.
Yeah,
You don't have to give anything specific. Maybe
Yeah.
like an anecdotal thing that you usually say when you get this question.
It's just. I still plead the fifth.
Okay. That's actually, it sounds like the room parties are pretty sick then.
I like.
Yep.
Okay.
What's your room number? No, I'm just kidding.
I do not hold room parties. Because, all right, there was one room party I was at, and it was the first time that, you won't believe this, but I didn't start drinking alcohol until I was 30.
Wow.
Really?
And it wasn't actually at a convention. My friends actually dragged me to a wine tasting after my mom passed last year.
Oh, sorry to
And
hear
then
that.
yeah, it was complicated. But after that, a friend at one of the fur cons introduced me to something called Hypnotic. And
The
I
drink
made the
Hypnotic?
mistake. Hmm?
The drink Hypnotic, you're
Yes.
saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been
sweet.
there many a
It's
times.
so sweet.
Yeah.
I
it's
made the
good.
mistake in having, you know what, this stuff's good. It won't hurt me by just having a shot
That's
right in
how
the
it
morning.
starts, brother.
Yeah, we've all been there.
And then
All
I
been
didn't eat
there.
anything.
Yep.
And bad things happened.
That'll
Yeah.
do.
Yep. And then after that, I'm like, okay, I'm going to drink a lot more responsibly.
Okay. But this led to the room party? You did the
It did
first-
not lead to the room party, but due to the room party, as I had it the night, and then I just made the dumb decision of having it in the morning.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep. That makes sense. That adds up.
You're a bit of a partier there, Coyder.
Yeah, man.
No, there's a lot of more people that are way more partiers than I am.
Yeah, furries get
Way
after it
more.
on the party scene?
Huh?
Furries get after it on the party scene?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
Furries get after it on the party scene?
They could. Yep, it all depends, because furries are people too.
Sure.
Everyone has their own
good
thoughts.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool that you all get to come together and do this every, I guess it was an
Uh-huh.
annual thing for the most part in Philly.
You read an article about from Vice about
Yes. And we were kind of excited because, like I said, we came here to kind of understand the culture a little bit more and just find out, like, get in the weeds and see what people think. So there was an article on Vox, I believe it was, and it
All
says the questions you're too nervous to ask at a furry convention.
Let's hear 'em.
We're gonna hit you with one.
So hold on, I deleted the article by accident. I was furry culture explained. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. 9 questions you were too embarrassed to ask a furry. So let's do. We already kind of asked this one. So explain it. Just give us the general. What is a furry? What does it
What is a
take? Is there a
furry?
spectrum of furry? What is this? What does this entire thing look like?
In general,
Yeah.
furries are those that enjoy anthropomorphic art where animals are given human characteristics.
Mhm.
It could either be more feral, think Lion King. I'm going to bring Disney back into it. It's very easy to explain.
Even though we hate them.
Well, we don't
Why I
hate
oughta.
it. Remember, I said we don't like corporate Disney, but we do like the artists and what they bring to the table.
Fair.
those
Okay.
stories.
Gotcha.
Lion King is a sample of many furries liking that. Or you can go the other side with like Zootopia and Robin Hood.
Mhm.
And I actually did a panel for this con called The Art of the Furry Visual Novel, which I love visual novels. They're
Yeah.
fantastic stories. One of the most in-depth stories that visual novel artists have created was a series called Echo.
Okay.
It
yeah.
is very psychologically messed up in a sense of like psychological horror. It's still a fantastic series.
Yeah.
And those that are a fan of that work would just generate stories and characters of that nature.
Sure.
Yep.
All right, that seems pretty. Before we
Okay.
let you go, if you could pin us for what type of at least animal as a furry we may be, just off the brief meeting us, what do you got us as?
All right, just real quick, just some questions for you.
Yeah.
Do you like water?
I do like water. Yes.
Do you swim a lot?
I actually more recently, yeah, I've been swimming quite a bit.
Possibly an otter.
You do have otter face.
I do have otter face.
Yeah, you look an otter.
All
I
right,
can see
now
that.
for
And you
you.
do. You got the beer a little bit too.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, do you like meat?
I do love meat.
Okay, tiger.
Nice. I like
That
that.
feels-
That is
that's-
amazing. I am the tiger in this
No.
podcast leadership. I am the alpha,
Yeah,
king of
that's
the jungle.
maybe not your best work, but that was close.
I came up with a name. I like Asteroid Thunder.
I love it.
That's pretty sick. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your name, Matt?
What's that?
What's your name? Right on the
Small
spot.
tundra.
Small Tundra.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
All right. Hey,
Damn.
Coyder.
This was
great.
Thank you so much for hanging out. We really
All
appreciate it.
right.
This was awesome.
Thank you.
Go enjoy the conference.
Have fun.
All right, I'm on.
Thank you very much.
Have you ever had a fursuit hut?
A fursuit hut? No, I would love. Yeah.
All right, you know what? That's
This is hot. Oh. Big hugging community. Do you do boops?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Can I boop you? I want to get at least like 5 boops today.
All right. Well, I wish you luck in your business.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, that was amazing. How was that hug?
I mean, it's like, it's so nice because first of all, it's like a nice strong hug.
It's fur, yeah.
But when you're getting that, when they rock you, you're like, I'd love to rock with you, and then you kind of rub the back, and it's nice and soft.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty goddamn nice, dude.
It's a great hug.
It's like for all those guys that I guess have never met their dads, I imagine like if you finally met your dad later in life, this is kind of what it feels like.
Yeah. Hey, how are you?
What's up? Would you like to sit down and talk to us for a little bit?
Hang out.
Do you guys have any questions for me?
That's all we
That's
have.
all we do have.
Doing a podcast?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just pick up the mic.
Hi.
How are you? Here, let me turn it on.
Pretty good. I was just in. Are we live?
Yes. Yes.
You're good. You're good.
Well, not live, but we're
Yeah.
live in terms of there's a camera.
Am I on my mic?
yeah,
Yes.
you're perfect.
You're
Good.
great.
1 2 1 2. All right.
Honestly, you sound great.
Hello. Hi. This is me, Grunger Fox, live from Center City in Philadelphia at
Ba-boom.
the Anthrocon. Jesus.
Not Anthrocon. Somebody had a heat stroke there last time. So you
I know.
gotta be
I was
careful.
pretty much. That's probably what I'm having right now. I've been in suit for like 5 hours. We're at Philadelphia, and it's been an adventure. It's been very fun.
Yeah.
Did the fursuit photo, and that was fun.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, getting ready for tonight's festivities. I was up till 4 a.m. last night. You know,
Really?
catching
Well,
up with friends.
Room
you know.
parties?
I didn't go to any actually.
No?
I mean, I was out front hanging out with friends and
Till
you
4
know,
in the morning?
walking around town, going to eateries. It's been fun.
Just
Now,
eateries. Okay.
Do you go to eateries in the fur suit?
What?
Do you go
No,
to-
no, not typically.
I was wondering
I don't
that,
want
though.
to get cheese whiz on my fursuit.
I don't blame you. How much do these go for?
Well, today they're a lot more. My suit's over 5 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
How much did you
Yeah.
pay back in the day?
A little over 4K.
Oh.
Now they're probably over 10.
No shit.
Yeah, they've gone up a
hell.
lot in prices because the fandom's getting a lot bigger,
Yeah.
so
Right.
prices have been going
Oh,
up.
we were shocked.
It's a
I mean,
lot. There's many,
so many
like
people.
every con I go to, I see new fursuits. I've been doing these cons for a while, and yeah.
Yeah.
So,
the
inflation.
fandom's getting bigger. Philadelphia as a con's getting bigger. Anthrocon this year, I think, had over 17,000 attendees.
Yeah, I was talking to
Something
the
like that.
people in the
This year, we might get like 3 or 4 here.
Nice.
You know,
I was talking to
3
the
or
people
4,000.
in the staff ops room, and they said they just broke their most attendance of all time. So
Yeah,
they're doing pretty
it's
good.
a fun con. I mean, Drain that runs the con, and everybody else that helps and staff. Like, I know a lot of them because we all live in this area. I live next to the city here,
Yeah.
northwest of the city, and a lot of good people help out here. And you know, the attendees make it, and the staff help and make it
Yeah.
too.
What's
so.
your fursona?
I'm a fox.
You're a fox.
You're talking all fox.
I love it.
So what's
Straight
your
fox.
guys?
No
Yeah, all
hybrid?
fox.
Because we just had somebody who was
Full
a
fox.
coyote spider.
Yeah, there's
Quarter.
a lot of different personas you could have here, like you know, characters you make, you know,
Yeah.
mix of animals and whatnot.
Sure.
So yeah,
Now, when
you
you're
could be
not
a fox
at,
and a wolf and be called a wolf. You know,
True.
I know people that have that kind of character. you
They
know,
got to branch
so.
out more. You
Or
guys
walks.
have so much opportunity in front of you. I think it'd be so exciting to like really
So
hit
what's
some
your?
wild ones.
I got a question. What's your guys' channel on YouTube?
So it's called Men at Work Podcast. We just ask people what they do for a living. We go to a bunch of different places. This is the time we ever been to a furry convention. Do you
Oh,
do you
okay.
work somewhere outside of the city?
Yeah. Well, I'm a sous chef right now, but I'm going back
Oh.
to school for meteorology.
Whoa.
So
So
yeah.
one day you could be on NBC 10.
Well, I want to
Just
be a
give me the news.
forecaster and predict weather. And, you know, I was looking at some stuff during the con because of tornado touchdown in Delaware. But
Yeah.
I know somebody that works in staff that was a storm chaser. So I was just giving them updates on, like, the weather because of the tropical storm and the depression post-tropical that moved through that Debbie storm.
Yeah.
I was letting them know what was going on just in case if there was any issues in our area. But, you know.
I gotta say, dude, there a lot of times they talk about we have 8 billion people on the planet. There's somebody else on the planet
Getting a
that's
little
like
warm.
you. Maybe
I know
9 at this
some
point.
other furries that are meteorologists, but now I'm
There's
going to be
no way
going
you
back
know
to school.
a
so.
furry meteorologist sous chef. You have to be the first, maybe of all time.
I've had a lot of jobs in my life. I'm
Yeah.
32 now. So.
Okay, all right, fair.
You know, I was a carpenter for 6 years,
And
like
a-
doing
jeez.
ceilings,
Yeah.
drywall, framing, and many places. So
What do you-
there's a lot of people in this fandom that do many things.
Sure.
It's, I mean, everyone's unique. There's people that are software engineers, work for NASA, all that. You know, the
Really?
fandom's huge. It goes all over the world. I mean, I know people in Argentina, Australia, England. You know, in the U.S. from Cali to Massachusetts to
Yeah.
Wisconsin to Texas. I mean,
What's the big appeal? What's like making it more popular now than it's ever been?
I think once COVID hit and cons kind of got seized because of, you know, we had to like all isolate all that, you know, and that caused a lot of people to talk more online and more people discovered the fandom.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I think that kind of helped get the cons bigger too. And then people were desperate to get out again. So.
Does anyone know that you do furry conventions at your job?
Yeah. My
Oh.
boss knows I'm here.
That's sweet.
So.
No, that's cool because some guys, we talked to a person before, and they said they don't tell anyone. So,
Yeah, I guess it depends on your situation and
Yeah.
your job.
Are they cool with
Well,
it?
some people, yeah, where I'm at, it's not a big deal. But if you have like, a security job of some sort or a cybersecurity job or whatever, you got to keep things more discreet for
Sure.
whatever reason.
Really?
You got to keep things separate,
Why
especially
so?
with professional jobs.
Got it.
So
I wonder,
Yeah.
like, when you do tell people that you work with that you do this, I wonder if they feel like, oh, they shared something personal with me. What's the craziest story back you've gotten when you've said that you're a furry? Has anybody just said, like, oh, cool, I've done X, Y, Z, and it's something totally fucking crazy?
I mean, most people I've talked to about furry in general haven't really, gotten too like outrageous about it because nowadays I think it's a lot more mainstream. It seems like this stuff, like conventions in general, because there's Comic-Con conventions and other types of conventions.
Yeah.
Renaissance fairs. So people are aware of this kind of stuff. It's nerd culture stuff.
It's sick, yeah.
But I would love to keep talking, but I got to get upstairs. I got to take care of stuff for tonight. But it was great talking to you
Yeah,
guys.
thanks for hanging out. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
What was your
Yeah.
name again?
Grunger Fox.
Grunger
Grunger
Fox.
Fox.
Grunger
Thank you
Fox.
very much.
Can I get a boop?
Yeah. You can boop me. Yeah.
yeah. Not an enthusiastic boop, but a boop nonetheless.
Yeah.
On the microphone.
Thanks.
But yeah,
Mike.
it was cool talking to you guys.
This was awesome.
I
Thank you
hope
so
have
much. We
a
really
good night.
appreciate
Great
it.
talking to you.
And maybe some other people will talk to. But yeah, I've been going to these cons for a while. Anthrocon 2017 was my first convention. Now here we are at Philadelphia 2024.
Sweet.
I've made a lot of friends. There's been good times, bad times, but overall it's a fun experience, I think.
That's
You know,
awesome.
Sweet.
Life's not perfect, but you gotta keep
Oh.
having fun as much
Yeah.
as you can.
I love that.
I'll see you guys.
No, that's great
later.
message.
perspective.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Have fun tonight. Be safe. We'll see you.
Shout out to Grunger Fox.
Shout out to Grunger Fox. The boop, dude. There's the less receptive boop is the funnier boop. You're like, can I get a boop? And it's like, I mean, yeah, it's hard to say no.
Dude, I left the shore for this, and I fucking love it.
This is the greatest thing. I just love people doing stuff, dude.
Yeah, dude, I like try not to hate on anything because like people, what they like, and I was like kind of like coming here trying to keep an open mind, and I was like a little worried. I was like, I'm gonna hate these people, but I don't hate these people. They're like really freaking nice.
That's a great. I'm not gonna lie to you, Kyle. I think you go into every situation of all time, no matter what, with that exact mindset of like, I know I'm not gonna like this.
Listen, the peaceful tyrant allegations are not gonna stick with me. All right,
Dude, they're sticking like goddamn adhesive, brother. You are the peaceful tyrant. You're Kyle Jong-un, but you wear it well, dude.
Oh my god, I love this place. There's just so many different walks of life. This guy looks like Buzz Lightyear.
I do like that. Oh, yeah.
I like how some of them have handlers.
Wait, where do they have to go again?
Yeah, where do they have to go?
Why are you grittying, dude? Just hang out.
Dude, he's getting crushed by furries.
Very interesting to me.
I've never seen a guy just not be able to handle a bunch of furries. Dude, the furries are winning. No, you can go. You can walk. Yeah.
They're on your side, dude. There's nothing to fear.
Dude, they're people too,
You're safe.
right?
Oops. Whoopsie daisy. Holy crud.
The furries are winning right now.
I'd let them win, dude.
Vito versus the furries. Yo.
Oh, please come hang out with us.
Yo, will you sit down and talk to us? You smell good.
What smell? Oh, that's like a nice.
Yeah, what's that? Is that? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you have to stand, you can stand.
Whatever's comfortable, yeah.
Whatever's comfortable. Let's hear it. Test the mic out.
How's that audio?
That's great.
That's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm hot and sweaty.
Good. I love it. That's exactly the pronouns I want for a furry convention.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
That's the down and dirty of it right now.
What's your persona?
This is River. He is a Australian cattle dog, or otherwise known as a blue heeler.
Dude, I love Australian cattle dogs.
I love an
Never
Australian
seen a blue
cattle
one, but I love Australian cattle dogs.
Well, they call them blue heelers.
And
for-
Australian Shepherds
hopefully
too are
reason.
sick.
Yeah.
Are sick dogs too. So we're the Men at Work podcast. We ask people what they do for a living. Do you have a full-time job outside the furry convention?
I do.
What is it typically? We met a payroll specialist and we met a sous chef.
I'm a firefighter paramedic.
Firefighter
paramedic. No shit.
Dude,
Thank
you're
you
a
for-
hero
yeah.
under that costume.
Oh shoot, man! No,
Thanks for
I don't
everything
know
you
about
do,
that.
dude.
Dude, does the engine know you do furry conventions?
They do not.
Yeah, I guess that one would probably be one where I probably would not tell anyone.
Yeah, they might be bastards
They're
about
not,
it. Yeah.
They're not the most progressive of folk, I would say.
Yeah,
But
hey.
shout out to you. I'm glad you you follow your truth.
So
No, thank
the
you.
day when you guys put on the firefighting gear and they're like, man, this is so heavy and uncomfortable, were you kind of like, oh, yeah, I think so, too. I'm not used to wearing heavy costumes at all. Like,
Well,
is-
it's kind of funny because this kind of came after the whole firefighting thing. So
Really?
I was a firefighter first, and then kind of developed the interest in the furry
Yeah.
fandom.
okay.
What made you get into it?
What's that? What's that?
How'd you get into it?
Actually, Philadelphia was my first furry convention in 2023. one of my best friends was like, hey, we knew each other for a while online, and I was like, you should come down to New Jersey. We got a FurCon here, and the band Ghost is playing actually the same week. So
Oh, is that a
I got
band?
a FurCon and a first concert out of it too.
Sweet.
No shit.
Did you go to the concert in the costume?
I did not. I was not
couldn't
gonna.
imagine.
I was not gonna risk that.
Dude, that's crazy.
Well, we're trying to figure out just everything that we can about these. Is there ever any beef where like people have come to fisticuffs in costume? Have you ever seen anybody like kind of throw down and get a little aggressive with them, or for the most part, pretty cool?
Not that I've seen yet in fursuit or anything like
Yeah.
that. There has been maybe some instances where people got kind of into it, maybe a little too drunk or whatever like that. But I haven't seen it personally yet.
Sweet.
That's got to be nice though. If you do black out and make a fool of yourself, you can just wake up the next morning, put on the costume, and be like, I don't even know who that guy was.
Yeah.
I've never even. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, that was the Australian Cattle Dog. That wasn't me.
That was me. Yeah, I would never do that.
was-
Yeah.
The craziest thing, officer, there was this blue dog just walking around.
Yeah.
I was just
So do you
crazy.
love Paw Patrol? Being like in the.
I like Bluey.
You like Bluey?
Yeah,
What's-
Bluey's a
what's-
pretty cool show.
You guys should have some beef. You should have beef with Bluey. He's kind of copywriting you. He's kind of biting your style a little bit.
Yeah.
Honestly,
on your
that's probably the number one question.
I'd
I
follow
always
you
get
into I'd follow you into a fire before I follow Bluey into a fire. I'll tell you that.
100%. What's he gonna do?
No, don't
dude?
follow this into the fire. This is
Yeah,
this is
thing
a
would-
fire hazard.
That thing's catching pretty quick.
Oh yeah, it is. Absolutely.
The fire igniter. Yeah.
Man. Oh man. So like, do you ever live in fear that someone will catch that you do like furry conventions? I mean, I'm going back to your job because it's just like I would never expect a firefighter or a paramedic to be a furry enthusiast, but I love it.
Well, I probably never go out of my way to tell them that, but if
Yeah.
it's something that gets found out, then it's like, whatever, man.
Good.
It's a hobby.
Yeah.
Like, it's not hurting anybody.
Exactly.
It's a way to deal with stress of the job
100.
and just kind of relax.
I
Like,
love
Absolutely.
that perspective.
Yeah.
I love that
So-
perspective.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But like when the guys like get in the car, if you're giving the guy a ride, you're like, oh fuck, my tail's in the back. Like, has that ever happened?
Though, do what?
If like you're ever giving your buddy a ride to the engine and your tail's in the back, you'd be like, oh shit.
No, I never let that happen.
I like that. Are you married or anything?
No, I'm recently single.
Recently
Oh.
single. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to hear.
Yeah,
Well, maybe
it's
unless it's a good thing.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Have partners been able to be okay with like the furry thing, or are you not really like?
I
tell 'em?
had a very opening partner that was like very, hey, like I'll try anything once, but it's like, hey, like maybe this ain't working out. I
Yeah.
can't see this for the long run,
Sure.
which was
Got it.
very nice.
No. Yeah.
Because they just they're like, hey, let's just cut it off because I know it's not going to work out.
So,
So-
I
So
was.
you cut it off, or they cut it off?
She cut it off. Yeah.
She cut it off. Oh, okay.
But at least she was honest. At
Yeah.
least
That's
she-
a nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice dynamic.
it's a very healthy relationship.
Yeah.
So I was introduced to furries through Entourage. Have you ever watched Entourage?
I don't think it's familiar to me. No.
No. So it's one episode where Turtle wants to have sex, but the woman says that he has to dress up in a furry suit to do it and everything. How were you introduced to the furry culture?
It was that friend I mentioned earlier. He
I said that.
met him through online Discord, video
Yeah.
games and stuff. And I always kind of was like, oh, furries,
Yeah.
I was kind of like the middle school kid where it's like, furries are gross, whatever, furry haters that turn into furries.
Is that a lot of them?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a kind of a cliche of the fandom.
Oh, really?
Right? Oh yeah, people that end up started out, oh, furries are weird, furries are gross. Like,
100%.
oh well,
It feels
I'm
like
afraid not.
a little while ago, and I don't know if this is going to resonate at all, but a while ago, I don't know if this was like the exact competing culture, but I don't know if you remember there was like people that would dress up in like clown costumes and be creepy as shit in different areas of like New Jersey and Philly.
Yep.
That seems like the total antithesis of what you guys are doing. You come here, you hang out, everybody's having a good time. Other people go and spook them. Now, my question is, if somebody's bothered you, you do have an advantage of you could stand in their backyard in that costume in the dark of the night and absolutely horrify
Yeah. What are you?
them.
What's your dimensions? You're like 6'2", 6'3".
I think on my ref sheet it said 6'5", I think.
Holy
It
shit.
depends
dude.
if we're counting the ears or not.
I think the Sixers need a power forward if you need.
Dude,
Yeah.
a 6'5" Australian cattle dog just standing at in the dusk on your porch.
Dude, I'd love to see Bluey here. We'll kick his ass.
We're
I'm
kick-
so sick of his
We'll
shit,
kick,
dude.
yep.
Yeah.
I love that. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Holy
awesome.
shit. That's so cool, man.
Quick way to get shot though if you're in Texas. I'm from Texas too.
Oh,
by
you're
the
from
way.
Oh,
Texas,
then
yeah.
that's okay.
Holy
Texas
shit.
firefighter who is a furry. That seems like the most beautiful thing.
Dude,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me personally, I've met a wide range of people that come from all over the place. Like it's crazy to think about like what this is a hobby that brings so many people together, which is pretty amazing.
Is there a certain job that you see most furries have, like in a certain industry?
I think it's either like software engineering.
Really?
I think that was probably the one that I hear the most.
Mhm.
Something software engineering or just web design, arts.
Sweet. So mostly
But-
technology stuff. Why do you think that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we got to open it up to more of our blue collar babies that are fighting the engines and fighting fires.
We
And
got to get the blue
Yeah.
collar
Oh,
babies
I know
need to
plenty of
participate.
doctors. I know LPNs or RNs.
damn, dude, if
People
my
that
doc-
come
doctor,
yeah.
from all over the place.
Big spectrum.
Doctors.
my
yeah.
doctor can do anything if he's saving my life. You want to dress up on furry conventions, but I don't give a shit.
I actually would prefer it. I think it would put me at ease. I'm usually terrified at the doctors. If he came in like a very nice, comforting furry costume, I would be like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah. I tell you what, one of your best friends you need to get in with is a paramedic at a furry con. Because when you're sitting there dehydrated and you're feeling like shit, you know.
Are you trying to tell us something? Are you all right, dude? We
I mean,
can help you.
I'm not saying anything about
If you need some help, dude, we're here for you.
liquid IV. I'm talking about liquid IV. Totally.
I
right
love
now.
that. I love that. I love that. Hey, you have that article by Vox. Let's ask him a
Yeah,
question.
so we have an article. We read one on Vox before we came out, and it's basically the title is all the questions you were too nervous to ask somebody at a furry convention or ask a furry person. So let's see if another one. Oh, okay. This is actually so. Are furries the same thing as bronies?
I think
that
there's a
look
little
like?
overlap between them, but not
Yeah.
necessarily. I'd say it's the same kind of premise where it's a group of people coming together over a certain topic. You
Yeah.
know, bronies being My Little Pony and stuff like that. But furries have kind of like a much more diverse sense because it's not only just like dogs, cats, or anything. It's all these different kind of species,
Yeah.
characters. Like, I mean, you look around anywhere, like you even see cosplayers cosplaying as their favorite character.
Yep.
So, this really is a kind of a get together of just sort of everybody.
Got
Like
it.
we're very accepting. Like everybody's down here to have a good time, show off their costumes, and just party.
Yeah. You and the Bronies in an alleyway, Sharks versus Jet style. Is there a rivalry there?
Yeah. How's this look?
Ooh,
It's got to be you guys, dude.
but yeah, probably us.
I mean, 6'5" cattle dog.
6'5" cattle dog. What do the bronies look like? Are they kind of bigger themselves, or is it kind of another
I
range?
don't know. I saw one brony walking around here.
Yeah.
He has actually a suit that's a pony, and it's like
It's also got to be tough too because either they have two people in their suit or they have just a couple different appendages like in the back on their legs and stuff. So it's got to be hard to maneuver that. You're all full anamorphic right now.
yeah, I got two legs. I mean, they might have a better sense of balance because they got four, but I mean,
Look, I could tell
throw
your
down.
opinion. I could tell your opinion right away when you were like the bronies. They're like My Little Pony. We're much more diverse and more thoughtful and more. I was like, okay, I understand where your allegiance lies on that.
I don't
one.
want to start shit though between us.
No, of course not. The bronies, we don't want any beef.
Yeah, because
No,
if we go
no.
to any Brony conventions, I don't want them to see this and be like, these guys are frauds.
But I will say, for right now, we're Team Furry by a landslide. So if the bronies do have a problem, we can
I
talk.
love the bronies. They're
We-
the best.
we love the
are.
bronies.
I did not expect a Trump impression at the Furry Con. Do furries have opinions? It's an election year.
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
guys?
everybody has opinions. I mean,
I'm just wondering if they have opinions.
Do you guys ever have thoughts? or
Do you care about policy? Like, I don't know. When you kind of just
Yeah.
chill at a furry convention, I feel like you have a way better life than like me and Matt, who are just like slumming it through life. Trying to just find the next furry convention to record a podcast at. Like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't have a thought in the world. You shouldn't have a care in the world. You're at the furry convention. You're a 6'5" Australian cattle dog. What the hell do you care about?
yeah,
What's
I'm
world
just, I'm
life's
just a
problems?
big dog being goofy in a costume.
I love it.
That does
So,
sound like if
you
we
know.
could before we let you go, if I could get a little more of that Trump impression, if you could just talk about how you would unite the furries and the bronies as Donald Trump, that would
Oh,
be
geez. I'm gonna have some bewares after this one.
sure.
The bronies, they're the best. I love the show. I've been watching it for many years. But there's something about them. You got to get together with the furries. The door is unlocked for the potential.
The furries
there.
aren't gay. The bronies are gay. They're the gay ones.
The furries are very nice. The
Still the
bronies,
best.
not so much.
The bronies are coming for your jobs. They have some jobs. They're brony jobs.
This was not on my bingo card for the furry convention, but God, am I excited we got it.
I love the way he talks.
Oh,
I think
everything
it's
he
super
says.
funny.
How
It's
can you
also describing yourself as a 6'5" Australian cattle dog. I bet you Trump said the same exact thing about himself. Dude.
I'm a 6'5" Australian cattle dog. Joe Biden, he's a Shih Tzu.
He's a Shih Tzu.
He's more of a poodle.
Yeah, he's
Or a sloth.
a poodle.
He's a dead dog. That's what he is, dude. He's
yeah. Oh my God.
What do we know, though?
Dude, can I get a boop before you leave?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Here,
Thanks so much.
Squeak the nose. Or
It's the best thing of all time.
Dude, I love this.
Holy moly.
I love this.
that's
Now,
great.
now let's see if the mic's still intact when you pull it out.
Yeah.
That was
Pretty good.
awesome. Perfect.
clean off the bone, dude.
Dude, I love that. Thank you so much.
This was a lot of fun, man.
What was your name again?
River.
River. Yep.
River. Yes.
You're
Okay.
probably the easiest one to remember, and I forgot it.
Yeah.
So thanks so much, man. Really appreciate
y'all
it.
have gotten a lot of people
Yeah,
interviews.
we got like two so far, and we've only been here for less than an hour. It's
Yeah.
great.
We
Oh,
just
heck
sat.
yeah, man.
Yeah, the people are great. They're very responsive to it.
Everybody's
The
fucking
podcast
awesome.
is great, and I mean, it's got to help. When you have
Yeah.
a suit on too, that you don't really have to worry about too much.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Let it rip, yeah.
We're always open to like open conversation. People will always give us a bad rap. It's like, oh, the furries, they're weird. But it's like, I mean,
Yeah.
You got
That's what I-
questions? I'm
he-
glad.
He was
I'll
going
answer
back
them.
into Trump there.
I did hear a little bit of Trump there.
You're going back into Trump. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
No,
Dude.
that's why we came here to make sure people understand what this actually looks like. So.
What's one thing that people should know about furries that they might judge when they first see it?
The bad is always going to get like the most attention. You can just look at the news. It's always bad stuff that if it bleeds, it leads, right? So, everybody's going to, pull out all the bad stuff that like furries are. But,
What's like an example? I don't.
people say like, oh, it's a fetish or, whatever like
Okay.
that. But here's the thing, like you go in, I love this quote. It's like you go any walk of life, you're going to find extremes. Everything that happens at a furry con is behind closed doors with consenting adults.
Got it.
And it's none of their business. But like, right, what this is about getting together and sharing a art with the community.
Got it. I love it.
So
It's an art form, people.
It really is, yeah.
It absolutely is.
Look at my boy River.
River, man.
It's an art form. Thank you. And listen, the guy who saves your life and keeps your house from burning down,
Yeah.
could have been River.
Or the guy who's running late and your house does burn down. That wasn't River. That was somebody else.
That was me.
No.
That was A shift.
A shift. Yeah.
A shift.
That were the Bronies.
That was the Brony
Yeah,
Fire
those
Department. Of course.
Those are
Yeah,
the Bronies.
absolutely. Those are the bronies.
Yeah. Awesome, man.
All
River,
right,
thank you so much.
Yeah,
for
man.
coming
no
on.
problem.
Appreciate
Glad to
it.
A lot
talk.
of fun, man.
Yeah. Holy shit.
River's got kind of a fat ass, dude.
Firefighter medic.
yo.
I did not think we were going to meet a firefighter paramedic.
I actually kind of was expecting to. I think it's just the dudes who are too hyper masculine. It's like you got to let your guard down and just kind of ball out and hang.
100%.
My lone comparison to being a furry, which I think I've come close to, in the past 2 years, I became a hat guy after my entire life. And I think this is something that happens for dudes. Like, either you look good in hats or you think you don't look good in hats.
I'm the one who doesn't wear hats, yeah.
I'm telling you, find a hat that fits your goddamn hugely square block-shaped head. And it'll change your life. Dude, look, I have a screwed up head too. It's coming from a guy with a Cro-Magnon.
Yeah, it doesn't
brow.
feel like it.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I think that's when he explained all that, like the community you feel and you meet people and you feel at ease with yourself. The first time I found a hat that fit my head okay, I was like, oh my God,
Wow.
I feel
Powerful.
okay. Yeah.
Powerful.
I don't know why I thought that would work. I'm like, I'm going to be media for a second.
That was powerful, dude. I'm glad you found your hat. Find your hat out there, folks.
And Vito, lose that hat, dude. It's pissing me off.
Yeah, that is true. He looks like every porn director ever with that hat on.
When's the first time you ever
What'd you
saw
shoot?
that?
One night in Paris today?
Vito, you do have a very porn director aura to you right now. And even like having the lanyard on, it makes me even less comfortable. Look at him, dude. He's a glory hound now.
Yeah.
What do you got, dude?
Here comes Daddy Longlegs.
Yeah.
But he just put him on. What'd you think of the, what'd you think of the furry convention?
Pornhub.com.
What'd you think of the furry convention?
It's great. No, it's actually great. High energy people. It's not your typical, event. So people are excited to be here, and I think we had a good turnout, and I think it's going really well.
The furries were dominating you in the beginning.
You guys couldn't see behind the camera, but I was getting bombarded by a bunch of furries. I almost became a furry today, like by no choice. But
Did you almost wave the white flag?
nah, I had to pull out the.
You
the
did
big guns.
I do like. I don't give you enough compliments all the time. You did a great job.
I was not having this pod go down that way.
I know.
started blocking off traffic and everything, and you guys got to enjoy this great podcast today.
All because of Vito.
Yeah, what's up?
All because of you.
Oh, because of me. So, the magic happens behind the camera, right?
Yeah.
Nah, these guys kill it. But the who killed it is the furry guy, the guy who was barking.
Yeah.
So you guys didn't see it. I met him in his human form back there. He was talking to me like, what are you guys doing? He was wearing like a muzzle, like a dog. Like he was actually wearing a muzzle.
In his human form?
In his human form, he was working. He's part of this event staff.
Yeah,
He
he
was
had a
wearing
staff
an event
badge,
shirt,
yeah.
And he kept telling me, what time are you guys going to be here till? And I told him 7, 6, whatever. And he said, all right, like I'll be there at 6. And then I didn't blame him, but he came on. I didn't know it was him until I heard him bark.
Wait. Are we talking like a greyhound dog like muzzle?
he was wearing a muzzle, but like it was like a camo, like it was
Yeah,
decorative.
yeah.
but
He was a colonel. He was a colonel in the military.
But like any event staff here, like he was an event staff working, but wearing a muzzle, like while working, and he was barking just like he was earlier in his human form while I was talking to him.
Talk to us, dude.
Every
Talk
5
to
Why
us.
you
Fuck,
the
dude.
camera, dude?
I don't know.
Absolute
Have a
glory hound.
conversation.
Absolute
Have a
glory
Have a
hound, dude.
conversation with us,
My
dude.
hand.
That's unbelievable,
Have a
dude.
conversation with us.
Stunning, dude.
You guys are used to being in the camera. I'm like,
He had a muzzle, dude. He had a muzzle.
Yeah, he had a muzzle, and then he was barking though in his human form. I was like, "This is fucking weird." And then when he came on, I heard him barking. I'm like, "That's the guy."
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you knew him by the bark,
He was showing me about the Fox News and all that.
dude. You're like a furry whisperer. Like
I
you could
got him
tell
on.
by the guy's because you got bombarded. That was like your D-Day today.
Yeah, no, I was put.
The furries are on the beaches of Normandy.
You
I kind
crushed.
of was meant to be there, and
Yeah.
I kind of flourished. So I mean,
You were the
it was
French
pretty good.
battalion getting just crushed by the furries
Yeah, no, I mean,
running on the sand.
I gotta say, dude, as a background or whatever it's called, inside baseball, if you could watch these two absolute catty girls fight behind the scenes, that moment right there of
We
Kyle
don't
saying,
fight, dude.
Kyle saying you did a great job.
Yeah.
Vito, there was a twinkle in your eye that was gorgeous to see, and obviously the camera can see it because you stared at the fucking camera the whole time. But that was a nice moment that I think I want to remember that for as long as I can.
yeah, it doesn't happen often.
What are some of the takeaways you're going to take away from this?
Well, like this in my life.
Yeah.
Badasses can dress up as furry animals too. That guy, I don't know what he said he did, but I'm sure he's killed people, right?
I don't want to put bodies on his name.
Well, I'm sure. What was his position again?
He was a colonel in the military.
You think they killed people?
I don't think he killed anyone. He probably ordered
More people to kill
some
people.
thoughts.
He's still
some,
blood in his hands, in my opinion. So
Yeah, he was like that. He was like
All right,
that.
again, I don't want to put any blood on anyone's hands.
Anyways,
Look, he was
Yeah.
that famous paradox, dude, where it's like if you can control the railroads, the one way it goes, it's going to kill one person, but you can change it to kill 5 people, something like
Got
that.
it. Yeah.
He's that, dude.
I love that.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
basically, this is like I like how you just don't know who could be here, and like
Yeah.
all basically whoever comes on our podcast that's what's great about it. You just don't know what you're gonna get.
I love it.
I would like to see, like, at one point, like, Vito walks away to go to the bathroom, and then, like, a new furry comes by, and they come up, and they're like, you should pay your producer more. And it's just
I wouldn't
Vito
mind.
dressed up.
I hope that happens.
He puts in a lot of work.
I wouldn't mind.
You're the furry, dude. It's
Oh,
you.
I'm the furry.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is
whatever
you the
my-
situation,
no,
dude.
no, yeah. I'll go dress up real quick. I'll come back. Yeah, you guys gotta pay this motherfucker more. He's killing it.
Yeah.
That went over my head for a second.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My furry little
Oh my
head.
god! All right. Well, hey, that's the podcast. Thanks, Vito, for coming on. I really appreciate you.
The ending segment. It helped out. We needed an extra 5 minutes.
Thanks for the 5 minutes, bro.
No problem,
Yeah, man.
That's all you get.
Look at the camera one more time.
So.
Oh.
That'll end. That's the end. That's the glory shot. That's the glory shot. All right,
Thanks for being
everybody.
up here.
We'll talk to you. If you like this content, you want some sweet bonus content, go to patreon.com/menatworkpodcast. Invite us to your convention. We've already gone to 2 conventions back-to-back in episodes, so come invite us. Me and Matt will show up. We'll hang out with anybody. We've obviously already proven that we could. You got any dates or anything?
Yeah, check the Instagram. I have a lot of stuff in August coming up. It's overly busy, and but yeah, we have a lot of fun shows. Come see me live and in person. Usually Philadelphia, so I'll post that up. Come check it out, dude.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.